Welcome back, everybody. Today, we are going to experience the real deal here for opening up Star Wars Unlimited Shadows of the Galaxy. We're going to open 12 boxes, and we are going to see everything, right? From the good boxes to the not so good boxes to all the ones that land somewhere in the middle. We're going to see it all right here on Master Set Madness. I don't filter out your openings here, the boxes that weren't exciting. You're not going to see that social media feed where every box, every pre-release kit, every prize pack, card you pick up off the street is a showcase. No, but at the same time, I'm not going to drag you down into that pit where it's only commons, it's only bulk rares and legendaries that were ripped in half. No. We're going to see the real deal, right? So in these two cases, you're going to get a glimpse of the truth of what opening Star Wars Unlimited Shadows of the Galaxy is like. And you're going to see what your odds are. And hopefully it might help you decide if you want to pick up a box for yourself, right? That's the goal here. And of course, the biggest truth that I hope we all experience today is that we see how much fun it is opening up these boxes here for Shadows of the Galaxy. So today, we have 7 breakers taking a chance. They're going for it. They're taking a chance with them. And, you know, I think it's not going to be too bad because for all of them, they got these boxes at MSRP, which means odds are pretty good. I think the odds are pretty good for them that things are going to go okay. It's going to go okay. It's going to go okay. We're going to start here. We're going to just jump right in. I got a whole pile here of people. Of course, when you see the name on the screen, that is the person that it is for. And before some of you get real excited, right? These are pre-orders. You're not going to get these before release. They're not shipping today, but it is a pre-order. So you will. I wanted you to be able to see what you're going to get so that as you're ordering other singles, other things, you're doing some trades, whatever, from your pre-release kits, you'd have a better idea of knowing what you want to try and get here. So we're going to start. We're starting off with Neil. Neil's our first one. Best of luck to Neil. If you are already here in the chat, Neil, you should let us know what you are hoping to get, what you would like to find. Now, of course, we know everybody wants to get a showcase. But, you know, let us know what showcase you're looking for, or what are the big legendaries that you're hoping to hit. Or, you know, if you're just super excited about trying to find old Darth Maul, let us know. Let us know. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a whirl. I have not seen a showcase yet in person, so I'm hoping that we can find one today. Yeah, maybe I'll move it up there. That good? Best of luck. Best of luck to you, Neil. Welcome, Dalaran. He's here. He is often here. He's ready. He's finally ready for some paper cracking. And that's right, we are cracking open paper packs. Now, I'm not going to sort everything out for you here, Neil, because you got to have some fun doing that on your own. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out like the hyperspaces, and of course, we'll pull out any rares that we find and foils. I think I'll do that. Everything else will be in one big stack for you. Otherwise, things are going to get too wild here. Too wild. Look at that. There we go. Speaking about hyperspace, none in that first pack, 2 in the second pack. That's how we do it, right? That is how we do it. And there is, my friends, that guy. That guy is here. I'm sure we're going to miss some of them, but every time I do see one, it will give us a little bit of joy with the crumb. Gee whiz, it's there. Inspiring mentor and a nice foil. How are you guys doing out there today? Everybody having fun? Look at that. We got a big crew out there. We got 23 people watching. We got up to 7 likes now. So we're really rocking it on that one. Hopefully you guys like what we see here, what we get. I want to find that first showcase. Look at Mr. Cassian here. Looking good in uncommon. Even these uncommons, I just want to stop and pause. We're not going to pause on all of them, though, because we got a ways to go. We're going to be here for too long. too long. Nick, welcome to the stream. It has been a long time. It's been a long time since the last Star Wars one because, well, we all know. We all know what happened with the supply, right? Look at that. Hunter of Haxion Brood. That's a cool, very cool looking hyperspace. I still love these hyperspace cards. I love it. Bravado and Omega. Followed with a cool common foil. It's been a long time. You know, I've been waiting for this. I've been excited to do some more breaks. Like if I had the supply to do it, we'd be doing these breaks every week, but things just got a little bit too wild. But hopefully, look at that cool Bo-Katan. Very cool Bo-Katan. Again, these hyperspace cards are very cool, and a cool Hotshot Blaster. And, ooh, look at our first rare foil, Mandalorian armor. Nice. Maybe I'll put the rare foils down there too. Yeah, even for this set, I don't know how many breaks I'm actually going to be able to do. This might be, I hope it's not the only live break one that I can do, but it might be there. I'm not sure. The Marauder. I am opening a few packs for singles, for the single store, TCG Player, and I don't know if I'll do those ones live or not. I do like doing them live, but the engagement is a little bit better when it's not live. Come on, what is this upside down one? That's our first upside down card we've seen in this set so far. I like that. Y-Wing. Very cool Y-Wing. Don't stop at all the comments though. IG-11, and what's behind IG-11? It's a 7, it's black, it's red, and it is not Kylo. I can't remember actually how much Kylo is pre-Vizsla. Very cool looking rare with a big shiny Gentle Giant. Oh man, that's our first hyperspace foil. They're good. They are good looking. Very good. There you go, Glot-Katan. Very cool. Ooh, look at that fin. Nice looking fin. Not our showcase friend. Still no showcase and still no legendaries. No legendaries yet here in box number 1. And speaking of legendaries, that's the one. One of the ones you want to see, Poe Dameron. Look at that. Very nice, Neil. Very nice. There's your first big hit of the box. Where are we going to put Poe? We'll put Poe there. I'm sure I'll rearrange things on the screen a few times as we go today. But very nice, finally hitting a legendary, and it is a good one. Rich reward. That's what it feels like. Okay. Echo, he's cool too. Triple Dark Raid. There's so many different slots that feel fun to stop at. Feels fun to stop at the rares. Feels fun to stop at all the hyperspace cards because they're just so cool. So cool. Again, if you are making a TCG and you want to have that fun excitement with all the different slots, I suggest doing something like the hyperspace borderless treatment so that every card has the opportunity to have that. Looks great as a collector in a binder. Also looks great if you're building your deck and you want to have some cool consistency. And look at these tokens. These tokens feel really good. Very, very cool tokens. You know it's good when you start feeling good about the tokens. Ooh, here we go. General. Look at that one there. Our first borderless rare, I believe. Very cool. I'm going to put that in the rare pile. Followed by Mandalorian armor. Ooh. Thought maybe we'd get a triple rare pack. Not quite. There you go. Hoping for Kyle Katarn as a legendary or a leader at some point. We're just going to have to see, right? We have a lot of time, right? This is only set 2. They're going to bring out some way more fun stuff. I'm sure like Maul. Maul's got to be a leader at some point, doesn't he? Man, I was excited for Maul showcases. Not quite, but ooh, the rare hyperspace. We got to get that one in a sleeve. Nice. Look at that one. Ruthlessness. Again, these rare, so the hyperspace ones, for rares, of course legendaries, they are very, very difficult to hit. So Neil, congrats on getting one of those. Fennec Shan. Love seeing Fennec. David says he loves the artwork on hyperspace cards. I do as well. I do as well. I think, you know, hyperspace, borderless, final showdown, whatever you want to call it here, our next legendary. Very cool. So we do have 2 now, followed by another rare foil, Palpatine's Return. I think just that borderless look in general is the best look that you can do on a TCG card. And so that's why I'm excited that every card gets that treatment here. It's not just some of them. I like it way better than doing some other like random strange borders that you change every other set. But we don't need to talk all about that. Oh, come on, Neil. Neil, I feel like you've gotten some good boxes in the past here. Look at this. Poe and Crate in the same box. Now, some of you, I know some of you who are better at keeping track of stuff than me. You should start keeping track, you know, of what 3 legendaries we get within a box to see if we start having some sort of consistency with that, like we did way back in set number 1. Be interesting to see. Sinara, Valiant Assault Ship, Zakas. I don't know why. And Effent Mon. Some of these names, they just make you have fun, right? Cool. Even the Cartel Turncoat, that looks pretty cool there. Yes, Andy, he does deserve a sleeve. We'll get those sleeved. We'll get those legendaries down there sleeved. Yes, they do. You are right. The only thing, sometimes, you know, you sleeve some of those cards and they don't look so cool on the screen, altering the deal. Mercenary Company. You're right. You're right. Well, let's throw some Crate, some Poe, some Showdown. We'll throw some sleeves on these. Actually, that doesn't look too bad on the camera. Maybe that's just the right spot for sleeves. That looks really good. Teclo Foundry Juiced Box. Yes. It's juiced so far. I mean, it's not a showcase box though, right? It is not a showcase box yet. Still got some time. Ooh, double hyperspace in there. Take Captive, very nice. Chewbacca. A cool Headhunter. I love seeing Chewbacca. I like this art. I like this art on this Chewbacca. Very cool. Kylo Ren. Now, I was a little surprised. I don't know, anybody else surprised there's no more 25-point bases with abilities? I was kind of hoping for maybe a little bit of mix-up, but maybe that's too much for every set. Sinara, San again. Ooh, look at that. That's the rare you want to hit. Boba Fett's armor. So you had that with Maul. Very nice. Very nice. Neil, you're doing okay. I think you're doing okay. Gar. Oh, yeah. Love it. With the Rancor matching the mat. Good to see you show up. The Chaos of War. And then, ooh, there we go. There's a nice foil. Nice Tarful. Very cool Tarful. I think I've messed up my rare foils. We'll got to figure that out later. We'll figure that out. We're still hoping for that showcase, though. Hunting Nexu. Here we go. There's a cool common. I really like the X-Wings and the TIE Fighters in the hyperspace. Those are the ones that really, really go for me. There you go. Your Bo-Katan Glock, as somebody said earlier. Privateer Crew with Cobb. Whoa, what's this? We got an upside down pack. Okay, this pack is upside down in the box. What does that mean? Does that mean anything? Let's see. Nope, doesn't mean anything. You got to try, though, right? You got to try. Some Pursuers in hyperspace. Ooh, there you go, Chrysanthemum. And a legendary hyperspace Evacuate. There we go, followed by Heroic Resolve. There you go, that's that 4th legendary. You love to see when you can get 4 in a box. Of course, usually that 4th one is not a normal one. If you get 4. Sometimes you do get 4 normal ones, because sometimes you also get ones with just 2. But hopefully today we have a good spread for everybody. Val again, and ooh, okay. Hunting Nexu, not necessarily the one you're looking for, but it does look good. It does look very, very good. 2 more packs in box 1. I can't remember to do that every time. Fenral, Guild Target. Oh my goodness, here we go. This is an extra legendary box with Endless Legions this time. And a nice looking Fennec Shandfoil there. So that's 4 non-foil legendaries, normal non-foil legendaries, plus a hyperspace one. Now remember, the average is that you get 1 in every 8 packs. That is what it's supposed to be, 1 in 8 packs for legendaries. But of course, when they mix things up, it doesn't mean that those 8 packs necessarily come in order. So sometimes you get 4. Sometimes you get lucky, and then sometimes you don't get lucky. But that's part of the game, right? When you're opening up random packs, that is part of what happens. So very nice box 1 here, Neil. David agrees with me, hoping we'd get some more 25 HP bases in this set. Maybe next time. Maybe next time, that's how I'm feeling too. And keep that box there in case we fill some stuff. So Neil had 2 boxes. This is number 2. I don't have any more available for sale at the moment for breaks. I know some of you will probably be asking me that at some point. If opening a box is something you're interested in, though, and like you really, really want to do it, you should send me an email at mastersetmadness.com. See if we can come up with a deal. The thing is, right now, opening the singles is pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good deal. So that was box 1. We don't want to get box 1 and box 2 too mixed up here. So those are the legendaries from box 1. So we don't get confused, right? You don't want anybody thinking we got a, 8 legendary box or something like that. Gauntlet Lone Pike. Oh my goodness. Very nice. Very cool. Still kind of wish they just kept the art on the top for the events as well. Makes your eye go back and forth, but it's still good. It's all good. More Rancors, more Omegas. We're starting to get our duplication here. You're going to get duplication, right? If you're opening boxes and stuff. Even if you're just getting a few packs, there's a good chance you are going to have 3 of one card long before you have 2 or even 1 of some other cards. Frozen and Carbonite. And this Hot Shot Blaster. Just kind of the way it goes. Teklo agrees about the events, doesn't know why the art's at the bottom. I think they did it just to differentiate it, Make it so that while you're looking at your hand, it's easy to tell that you have an event in there. But I don't think it really helps. I don't think it really helps that much. It just kind of makes it, if you're used to TCGs, it just makes it weird going back and forth. But this one does look very, very cool. Looks very, very cool. But man, if you flip that, I think it looks way better. But very, very nice looking borderless hyperspace rare Mystic Reflection, the Marauder. Here's our triple rare pack. There we go. So we had the Marauder, we had the Mystic Reflection hyperspace, and then a foil Effent Mon. Very cool. And he's got quite the different art style, doesn't he? Going on. He's got quite the different art style. Oh, man. Thalaran says he hasn't checked what cards are good in the set. Any best legendary like Darth Vader in the last set? Well, right now, a lot of people are excited about Poe and about the Krayt Dragon, which are the 2 that we opened in the last box. Of course, there's also been a lot of hype about the Dark Saber, though that price has come back down a little bit. I think it's tough to tell before everything gets out, things out for a week or so. If it's anything like set 1, the prices are going to get a little bit wild and crazy and move all over the place on cards, and people are not going to necessarily agree that the cheap cards on week 1 are what should be cheap in week 2. Oh my goodness, Poe. Neil, that is double Poe. What are you doing, Neil? What are you doing here? Okay, so here's a good chance. Here is a good chance to see if we have the same, lineup of 3 legendaries. Boba Fett, because we did have Poe in the first box, and he was the first one we opened. So they might even come in the same order. I kind of hope it's a little bit more varied. Though, of course, I don't think it was always the exact same 3 in the first one. It was more like if you got these 2, then you probably got the third one. Look at that, Clan Challengers. But they did show up a little bit different. Tarful, it wasn't always the same. Good thing to find out here. As Andy says, this box looks familiar. Neil has decided he wants to play Poe. At this point, yeah, you're not going to have to do a whole lot of trading to finish out that one. Double Poe. And yes, I will put it in a sleeve. David says, could you imagine getting an 8 legendary box? That would be a lot of fun. I would love to open one. I would love to open an 8 legendary box. Even if it wasn't for me, just to see it. Maul. Look at that Maul. Double Maul, okay? And then, ooh, a nice pirate battle tank. So we got Maul in both boxes as well. But don't worry, folks. Don't worry. There is a long ways to go, and I've seen some weird things. Final Showdown. That was in box 1, wasn't it? Poe, Final Showdown. Don't tell me it's going to be the same. Don't tell me it's going to be the same here in set 2. In the chat, as a fan of lightsabers, I really like the Darksaber in hyperspace. Yep. I haven't seen one in person, but from what I can tell on the online images, it looks really good. Looks really good. The non-hyperspace one looks really good. So the hyperspace one's got to be great. Ooh, Jango, and then followed by a foil Chewbacca. Okay. That's a good pack. That's a good pack. So we have 2 of the 3 legendaries we got back in box 1. We have Kylo Ren looking good here. We're going to see if we can sneak out. There you go. There you go. Yeah. What do you say? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, I mean, that's literally 2 boxes right next to each other out of the same case with the exact same lineup. That is ridiculous. Super, super, super ridiculous. Look at that nest. Very cool. I don't know why. I'll sleeve that one. That looks really good. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. Maybe, what if we just got only this box? All 6 in this case were the same box. That is, there's a list of things that Fantasy Flight can improve on in this game, and I think this is one of them. I do think this is one of those things like, well, it shouldn't always be the same 3, and it probably shouldn't be in the 2 boxes that are right next to each other. But that does mean, which I've said before, we saw this a lot in set 1, just because, this is a good thing though, just because you see Poe pulled in the box before you, does not mean that Poe is not in the box afterwards. Okay, so that is a good thing. That is a good thing to know. Right, so just because you see good cards opened around you, it does not mean that all the good cards are gone. Fel the Dragon looks very good with Boba Fett's armor in a very nice looking Clan Ren Rescuer. Matthew wants to know, when will more box breaks be available? The answer is I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know. The supply is just not quite there, Foundling. And I haven't decided. I have a little bit left, Chaos of War. I've got a little bit left. I mean, pretty much everything I put on the website, mastersetmenace.com, if I put it there as a box or a break or a bundle, pretty much everything sold. Though, of course, I still have some accessories and different things available. And I still have pre-release kits available over there. But, ooh, look at that cool foil. That's a very cool one. I like that one. Followed by Cobb, followed by the Mandalorian in foil. There we go, Neil. That's our first foil legendary of the day. Look at that one. Get him up close so you can all see little Grogu there, just hanging out. So I'm not sure yet. I'd love to do more box breaks, but the other challenge, of course, is, singles. I want to also have some singles available over on TCG Player, and it's kind of a tough spot when the singles are worth so much. It makes it tough to keep things sealed. I have a hard time keeping boxes sealed. Though it would save me some time. Look, okay, oh my goodness. What is this? That is not... Okay, so that is not just a matching 3 legendary box. That is a matching 4 legendary box. 2 in a row. I told you were going to see the truth about opening Star Wars Unlimited, and here it is. Here's the truth. Box 1, right before this. The exact same 4 in box 2. Now, does that mean that there is a 2 legendary box where you will keep getting just the same 2 legendaries together? I really hope not. I really, really hope not. But, I mean, I guess I don't know all the details of how they print everything, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's something somewhere there. Okay, let me move this so I can see more of the chat a little bit better. Jennifer says she's seen a 16 legendary box because all the uncommons in each pack were replaced by hyperspaces. Now that does sound nice. That sounds really nice. I haven't seen anything cool like that since my old school Lord of the Rings days. We opened up a box of Lord of the Rings, Decipher's Lord of the Rings, where all the uncommons were replaced by rares. We were doing it for we were doing it for a draft. And oh my goodness, the chaos that ensued was hilarious and fun, but it meant that every pack had 4 rares in it. And that was back when rare, was the top tier thing. Neil, this is your last pack. Though I don't think you're going to be disappointed with what you've gotten in your boxes here. Amazing hits. Inspiring Mentor is the last one. Very, very nice. Thank you, Neil, for grabbing a box break. I posted these, so I knew, we all knew that the excitement for this set was going to be pretty big. There was going to be a lot of excitement, a lot of people trying to get it. So I didn't do a lot of advertising for the box breaks or different things I had on my website because I knew I didn't need to do a lot of advertising. And so I just posted these kind of quietly, made like really small posts, that you're only going to see if you are subscribed to the channel and you're following it, or you're one of the few people over on Facebook who follow me. Made a little post that, cards were available for sale. Left all these at MSRP. And, so a lot of people got in on these, bought these last month, pre-ordered them last month. They got in pretty early. And, Matthew says, it's all my fault. He's holding me back. Oh, man. Oh, man. I remember it's so different here in set 2 than back in set 1. Sorry, it'll take me a little bit here to clean this up for Neil. Of course, we'll get it all packed nicely, and it'll be shipped nicely with other parts. I think you ordered a couple other things on the website as well. Deck boxes or different things. I can't remember, but look at this. Okay, before we move it away, I gotta throw it away. Look at that, 2 boxes. Exact same 4 legendaries in 2 boxes with a little bit of difference in the fancy slot, right? We get all this sleeved real nice for you, packed real nice and tight. Of course, we make sure everything gets to you in good condition. Again, these are pre-orders if you're just hopping in on the stream. And again, if they are the ones that you purchased, no, they are not going to ship today. They are pre-orders. We're going to follow the street date rules. We got to follow the street date rules, right? But again, I want you to know what you're going to get in advance. You know, so you can be ready to trade. David, I think I saw David in the chat. We got your boxes up next. Matthew says, we know they're mapped legendary pools. Oh, we sure do. We sure do. Which is, you know, something you got to think about when you're buying boxes. It's just the way that it is, unfortunately. Oh man, we got to speed this up though if we're going to get through 2 cases. We got to speed this up here a little bit. Rich reward. Cobb Vanth. First rare for you, David. Dewag says the clumping in set 1 was bad, but the clumping in set 2 is quite horrendous. Cool, Val. Yeah, based on the first 2 boxes, we're kind of feeling that way, right? And he says, I've seen people open boxes. I can't read that while I look through this pack. I don't want to miss Chrysanthemum. Endless Legions is back. Can we do 3 boxes in the row of the exact same thing? Can we do it? I think David is probably hoping so. I think he's hoping right now that we can just redo it. But again, Dwag says, where all the commons and uncommons were all from cunning, 0 from other aspects. Really? I have not seen, well, I haven't opened that much yet, but I haven't seen that yet. That would be really, really strange. Cool Rivals Fall there. That would be extra strange. Doctor, followed by the Moisture Farmer. The Moisture Farmer. Like, who doesn't want to have hyperspace foil Moisture Farmers? And now, who out there is waiting for that to be a showcase? That's where it's going to be really at. Once we get the Moisture Farmers going, then we will know we have arrived in true Star Wars land. Heroic Resolve. If you think this box is going to be exactly the same as the previous 2 boxes, since we have one of the same legendaries, you should hit that like button. Unless you already have hit the like button, then you should hit it twice. There we go. David's asking for Rey or Jabba showcase. We're going to try. We're going to try. You know, at this point, we're trying to just get any showcase. Inspiring Mentor, double Inspiring Mentor, followed by, here's one of those triple rare packs, Thomas Beckett. Thomas Beckett. No, he cannot tell you the price of your cards. Matthew has not seen any showcases. I have not opened any. Of course, for those of you who are just kind of new here to Star Wars Unlimited, showcases happen about 1 in every 12 boxes. So showcases are quite rare. Look at that cool heavy fighter. So the chances, theoretically, we're hoping to get 1. We're hoping to get 1 today, though of course, you know, crazy things could happen. So if we could find a way to get 2, that would be pretty awesome. Omega. We did open 1 case. 1 case in set 1 that had 2 showcases in it. But every other one we opened had 0 or 1, with many of them having 0. Matthew says he's already seen a 3 showcase case for Shadows of the Galaxy. I believe it. I definitely believe it. We have not seen it here, unfortunately. And you know, it's amazing when you get that case, not so amazing when you are the ones who don't get it. But I think it's good that they have cases like that. It's good to know so that when you're buying a random box, you know, you feel like you had a chance. And you actually do have a chance. So I think that's important. Well, this is the case that I should have opened up for singles for TCG Player. What in the world is going on here? Poe is back. Okay, well, let's just go find the Krayt Dragon. Everybody today gets a Poe and a Krayt Dragon. What is going on? What is going on, my friends? This is ridiculous. Okay, so I mean, here's the reality of opening boxes. Though this, again, it's the reality of what can happen. There is definitely no suggestion meant by this video that your boxes will all contain Poes and Krayt Dragons. Oh man. What a strange opening. Sugi. Ooh. It's a fun hyperspace. I have never seen 3 boxes in a row like this. So does that mean we're going to get all 4? Let the Wookiee win. Only 20 of you have hit the like button, so only 20 of you actually think we're going to hit the full suite here. I think we're going to do it. I'm getting that vibe. Ooh, look at that Dissident. Very good looking. Wild Rancor almost had me there. Daring Raid looking good. Yes, Matthew, I wish I could throw Poes and Krayts at everybody. I really do wish. Boom! Krayt Dragon number 3. We are 3 for 3, and this is like when I should turn off the video and just open the rest, right? Is that the... My goodness. What's going on? David. What is going on here? Oh my goodness. So what was the last one we're looking for? Endless something. This is ridiculous. I love hitting the good cards. I love hitting the good cards with Fantasy Flight. This is a little bit ridiculous. Unlicensed Headhunter, very cool. It's going to be funny. Some people are going to watch this and they're going to say, these cards aren't rare anymore. But then, you know, like for every case that's like this, there are going to be some cases with just nothing in it. Crosshair, very cool. Cool looking Dengar. Chewbacca. And Gauntlet, foil Gauntlet. Now the interesting thing here is, we'll see how much this continues. But, yeah, there you go. Crimson says, time to grab another case, start opening that one instead. Don't worry, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that for you guys. I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance here to see. I want to know if we can get 6 of them. If we can get 6, that'll be amazing. One more pack here. See if we can get that 4th legendary. See if they all have 4 legendaries. Yeah. Like the point I was trying to get there, made by the community, said there's going to be other cases that just have, if they're like this, some terrible legendaries. And, of course, none of them are terrible at this point. They're just not as good. Chaos of War. Look at that. Little bit different. A little bit different than the previous 2 boxes. It did not have the 4th legendary in it. And it didn't have like a hyperspace or foil variant one in it. But we had these 3 in all 3 boxes. So tiny, tiny variation, which does at least mean they're not all going to be the 4 legendary steal one from somewhere else boxes, which is good. That is a good thing. Oh my goodness, congratulations, David, though. On this one, very, very nice. Very nice opening. It's ridiculous. Though it's going to be, like, let's keep going. Let's see if we can get, you know, can we get 3 more boxes with the same thing? It might mean that opening random boxes feels a little bit better if you are trying to get some variety. I have never ever said that before in any TCG. We're gonna have to see. I'm not sold yet. I'm not sold yet. We're sticking with the same case, everybody. We got the boxes right here. We're doing the same case. We're gonna find out for Ken. Can Ken keep the streak going? The Poe crate streak going. Can you keep it moving for us, Ken? Good luck to you. Oh my goodness. Oh, Josh, I missed your comment there. You got 3 showcases in a case in set 1, but you split it, unfortunately. You split it with 2 other guys and they got the showcases. Oh man. That is the hardest thing about splitting cases, right? Ken, best of luck to you. We have not seen a showcase yet. So our showcases are still, if there is one, they're still sneaking around here. They just jump out at you at any point. Cad Bane, oh my goodness. And talk about variants though. Again, if you were gonna do like, if you're running a single store TCG player, and you were like, this is the kind of game where unless you are gonna do hundreds of boxes, you cannot like, you just can't pre-list too much. Here we go. Supreme Leader Snoke. We're going to mix things up. Because you don't know, you do not know if you're going to get a million of one legendary or not. So don't get too wild expecting to get certain things. Let's put it that way. Ken, if you're here in the comments, let us know what you're looking for, what you're hoping for in this box. Timely interaction. Chrysanthemum, Wrecker. Wrecker was doing pretty well last time I looked. Again, I will have some singles available on TCG Player. I don't think I'm going to have 3 crates or 3 Poes like that. So if you are needing those and you want to get them, order them on release. You have to wait till release before mine will show up. I do have a link there for TCG Player in the description. Help support the channel, even if you don't buy anything from me. If you use that affiliate link, it just gives me a little bit of a referral bonus, which helps me continue doing fun things like this. Survivor's Gauntlet. I love that. Even the low 1-cost 2/2 card just looks super good in hyperspace. Super, super good in hyperspace. Bosk. Bosk is cool. Tobias is back with that little Frozen and Carbonite. So this is the first time in a couple boxes where I feel like, what are we going to get? What are we actually going to get? It's a nice one. Night Owl Skirmisher. Echo. Very cool. Ruthlessness. We saw that one in hyperspace foil earlier. Let's see here. We're saying though in the chat that there's not going to be a Crate Dragon or Poe in here. We don't know that. We do not know that. We especially don't know that in one of the variants, right? Coruscant Dissident. Enterprising Lackeys. Ooh, very cool. Unlicensed Headhunter. Remember, you still have the variant versions. Hyperspace, hyperspace, foil, foil, regular foil. So you still have those slots. And I don't know if anybody knows what they think is going to come up with the Supreme Leader here. Snoke, let me know. Otherwise, I'm not sure, Sugi, what comes with him. Wild Rancor. We're saying Finalizer in the chat. Crimson says the top 5 legendaries are going to be Poe, Great Dragon, Snoke, Darksaber, and Kylo. We'll have to see, huh? And we'll also have another prediction of a second chance. That one's cool in foil. I think I've seen that one in foil. Wild Rancor. So halfway through the box, just the one legendary so far, which is pretty standard. That is pretty standard. Punishing One, looking very good. And Evacuate. There we go. Some surprise for some people. Rich Reward, also looking good. So I didn't see anybody call Evacuate, but there we go. 2 legendaries. We did have Evacuate before, though, didn't we? Was that our... I think that was our Hyperspace. Back in box 1. I'm going to forget. Look the other way. The client. I like this. I like the spaceships. And I like that one too. I like the Underworld characters. I like the Mandalorians. I like the set. I still want to see a showcase. Come on. If you're just hopping in on the stream, this is box number 4. And if you didn't see the first 3 boxes, you should go back later. Not, oh yeah, I guess you could do it now. It technically still counts as watching now, I guess. And you can see that there was a lot of duplication, but a lot of good duplication. Look at that Sugi. So it's interesting. It is interesting to see what it is really like opening these boxes, Cad Bane. Of course, you know, even with 2 cases, it is going to be a very small sample size. And if you're the kind of person who just likes to see something be opened before you open it or you jump and take that risk, that dive, you know, watch a few more box breaks. There's a couple more already here on the channel. And there's going to be some more in the future to watch. Of course, you know, the most exciting time to open up a new set is when it is a new set. But, you know, I'm of the crowd that believes Fantasy Flight when they say they're going to work on supply issues, and there's going to be more in the future. So, if you can't find a good price on it, it's okay to wait. It is okay to wait a little bit. Sorry, Bliss. But if you want them now, even at the higher prices, if it's like set 1, the singles are, if it's like set 1, the singles are going to be tracking pretty well with the box price. First Light. I like that one. I like that card. It is set 2, so the singles shouldn't be quite as hot as set 1. Just because a bunch of people already have singles from set 1. We've seen this one a lot today, but not in hyperspace. Very cool. Very cool. Choose sides. Double rare, which is double rare, but look at that. Rivals Fall. That's a cool one. Very cool hyperspace. Let's see, here's Zakas. Let's see though. Can we get a third legendary? Can we get a third one? I'm hoping so, Ken. We're all hoping for a third legendary here. This is the last pack of the box. We do have Fennec Shand. Come on. Come on, legendary number 3. Frozen Carbonite. There we go. Somebody did say Finalizer somewhere. Finalizer is incoming. So, whoo! and let the Wookiee win. We got a foil rare there. We finally got legendary number 3 for the box. For a moment, I was getting a little nervous it was going to be 2, but 3 is good. So Supreme Leader Snoke, Evacuate, and Finalizer in this one. Very nice. Very, very nice there. Matthew says, in fairness, you only need to watch one of the box openings to get the experience. That depends on what you're looking for. It really depends on what you're looking for. Because you can watch a box opening where somebody just totally wrecks it. And, well, wrecks it in a good way. It gets everything that's amazing. And then you can start to think, wow, I should really do this because I'm going to make a bunch of money or whatever off of it. You get really misled by that. You can also get really misled in the opposite direction if you see one that is not so good. And so you can, yeah. I mean, it's if you're just looking for what is it literally like to open a box, yes, you can watch one. But if you're the kind of person who wants to know, you know, okay, so what are like a broader range of possibilities for what I could get in a box, especially if you're new to TCGs and you haven't done a lot before. You know, for me, I've been opening cards for 25 years, right? So I got a decent idea what's going to be in here. If you're somebody who's brand new to it, watching a few of them can actually be pretty helpful. And I like to do that even again as somebody who's been playing card games and stuff for a long, long time. If I'm looking at a new game, I do like to watch at least one. You know, at least one. But if I like the first one, like if I'm interested enough in the game, what is that? What is that? Then I do like to see more than one box break before I jump in on anything. This is box number 5. David said, first time we had someone able to open packs ahead of time. And it is fun. Yeah, it's fun to open it. I like opening it with other people. That's actually why I started this channel, F it Mon, the rare hyperspace foil. That's why I started this channel a couple of years ago. I was opening some boxes and realized I'm just sitting here opening these boxes all by myself. I should open it with some other people. But again, these aren't pre-orders, so you're not going to get these cards today. They're not going to be shipped today, but you'll get them soon. Second chance. And the old Clone Deserter. Daring Raid. Cassian Armorer. Man, I just want to keep stopping at those, but we got to keep going. We got to keep going. Dotterman says, come on, foil legendary plus hyperspace legendary. That would be cool. We've only had the one regular foil legendary so far in this case, but Maul is back. That's our third Maul of the opening. Come on, Maul. It's nice that he's at rare, so more people will have him, but we all know in our hearts that Maul is legendary, right? We all know that. And I look forward to the day he gets the legendary he deserves. Palpatine's Return. Ooh, look at that. Nice hyperspace rare. Followed by a swoop down, followed by a 3 rare pack, altering the deal. Those 3 rare packs feel good. So right now it's being called the Darksaber. And Mr. Voss coming in. We're going to see if we can get that. Cool Boba Fett. Remnant. Oh, Zakas. Mystic Reflection. That's a cool looking card. Detention Block Rescue. Other prediction is Kylo for the next legendary. Now what I'd like to see is I'd like to see Poe sneak into a different box. That is what I would like to see. Warbird Stowaway. Casca. Finn. Xanadu Blood. That one's got to be cool in the hyperspace. This one says Kylo and Dryden Voss next. Evidence of the crime. That's all we got on that one. This is the halfway mark. Still second chance in here. Timely intervention. This is the way. Oh, nobody called the hyperspace Ray. There we go. Hyperspace Ray sneaking in to mix up some stuff for us. And, you know, hyperspace, again, looks good. Looks very, very good. Val. So fun to sneak out something different there. Han Solo. Ooh, that's cool. I love these hyperspace cards. There's something cool back there. Somebody's coming in the glory. It is a wrecker. Look at that wrecker. Oh, cool. Very cool. Followed by the Dark Saber. The Dark Saber. Oh my goodness. So one person called the Dark Saber. One person called the Dark Saber. Nice hit, Josh. It is not Kylo. It is not Dryden Voss. Though the call on the Dark Saber also called Mr. Voss as well. So Voss is what we're feeling, huh? I'm glad at least surprised a little bit. Ooh, look at that Ketsu Anyo. Okay. Man, these hyperspace cards. Still amazing. Still amazing. Price on your head. More Zuckuss. More mentors inspiring us. Almost up to 100 people watching. Thanks for hopping in on the stream. We are here on box number 5 of case number 1. We're going to try and sneak through 2 cases today. These are all the pre-orders I had for box cases, Guild Target. There's Dryden Voss, for all you who called it, followed by a nice hyperspace foundling. We still have a few packs, so there's still chance for showcases, some variants, some other big hits. Liberated Slaves. Rancor, Bo-Katan, Effet Mon. That one, I feel like we've seen a lot of foils of Mr. Mon there. A lot of foils of that one. Rose the Marauder. 2 more packs, 2 more chances here in your first box, Josh. So we're going to hop over to the second one. We're not going to look the other way. We're going to look right into another Vizsla. We definitely have a play set of that one in this case. And Hunter. I haven't seen a lot of Hunters. Maybe I just haven't been looking. Last pack of the box. Triple Dark Raid. So this is kind of your average box, right? 3 legendaries. A lot of times you get a different kind of legendary in there. I shouldn't say a lot. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. Nice box one here. So he's got 2 boxes, so I'm just going to move these over here. I'm not going to totally move them off the screen, though I'm going to lower the common pile a little bit here. I know I tried for legendary number 5. I tried. We did get 4 of those. 4's pretty good. And the hyperspace one is not bad at all. How many legendaries in a single box can you find, David? I mean, theoretically, you can find quite a few, right? 5. I mean, we opened one with 5 earlier. And it's not crazy to think that that could have been a 6 legendary box. Could have very easily hit 6 on that one. Really just depends on how those back-end super rare ones land. If those land well, then yeah, you can get 6. I don't know if I've ever seen 7 in one. Of course, somebody said they had one that had lots of stuff in it because it was missing some other cards it shouldn't have had. Finalizer, followed by a foil Poe Dameron. What? Okay, you see what I'm saying? We already hit 3 of this one in this case, but that does not mean he's gone. That does not mean he's gone. Oh my goodness. And no, it is not 3 minimum per box. You can definitely hit boxes that have 2. I have opened multiple boxes with only 2 legendaries in it. That's part of the randomization factor. They are in, the non-foil ones are in 1 and 8 packs, but it doesn't mean that the pack correlator, whatever you did, doesn't mean you're going to get those packs in the right amount. The right amount, right? Jabba's Rancor, Bazine, followed by, look at that, Smuggler's Aid. Cool. So we are already on 2 legendaries. Was that pack 1 even? I can't remember if that was pack 1. I mean, theoretically, you could get some weird mix-up. There's Snoke again. Okay, so we're going for our duplication. Going for our duplication. This was not the box before. This was a couple boxes ago. Which means, Josh, you're getting different stuff. Yes, the 2 legendary boxes do not feel good. That's very true. Wrecker. They feel like you get wrecked when you get the 2 legendary boxes. But they aren't super common. Bosk. It's not like it's every other box or anything like that. There's another Ruthlessness, this time not foil. General. Oh, we had a chance for 3 rares there. We tried. Come on, let's see. I've already forgotten what that 3rd legendary was in the box with Snoke and Finalizer before. Was it Evacuate? Tobias. Ooh, I like that foil. Isn't that cool foil? Probably my favorite looking card in the starter decks. Oh my goodness, Josh. There we go. Bo-Katan in Showcase. Look at that card. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What a case. Oh my goodness. This is one of the best cases here for Star Wars Unlimited that I have seen. Oh my goodness. Come on. Yeah, nice hit. Woo. Okay, so I'm just checking out. It does look really clean on that side. Looks very clean on this side. I don't see any print lines anywhere. Very, very nice card. Very nice hit, my friend. We'll get that here in another case as well. Whoa. Very cool. These cards are just, oh man, so much fun in these cards. Look at the foiling. This is like, I'm telling you, borderless cards, we can call them Showcase here, they just look the best. They definitely look the best. This is one of the cooler looking ones, I think, in this set, in my opinion. Oof, and it's a clean one too. So nice. Somebody asking how much it's worth. I have no idea. I don't think anybody knows really at this point. Cool. Cool. It's going to take a couple weeks or two before people really know what those are going to be worth. Josh. Oh my goodness, this case. This case was an amazing case. Oh my goodness, that is the fun. There you go. That's the fun of opening Star Wars Unlimited. Stuff happens. Man. That's where it's like, you could be tempted to be like, oh man, already 3 pulls, 3 crates pulled. It's over. And you miss this. Very nice. That is the first one I have seen here for this set. Let the Wookiee win. Fugitive Wookiee. Doesn't matter what else you get here in your last box, Josh. You've already won. Bo-Katan, Princess in Exile. Very cool. Here's the Doctor in hyperspace, followed by the other Doctor in non-hyperspace. So double Doctor pack. Very, very cool. Covetous Rivals. And there is Evacuate again. Yep. Right on target for our legendaries, but we got quite a few packs left here. I mean, you almost have a whole half of a box left. So it's either going to be very quiet with no more legendary fun, or we're going to make this box really ridiculous. What do you guys think? Is it going to be a super ridiculous box, or like, is this box already as ridiculous as it can get? Ooh, why not throw that in there? I feel like I've gotten a lot of those, but maybe I just like the art, and so maybe I notice those ones more. Thought we definitely had more of those than Maul. That is for sure. So I'm not going to miss any Mauls. The Client. Ooh, Doctor. Doctor. Hyperspace rares again. Hyperspace foil rares are very rare. So what, 1 in every 50 packs or something like that? And then the legendaries are like 1 in 200. Imprisoned. Look at that guy. Great looking foil. One person thinks the box is going to get crazier. We have 6 packs, I believe, left. This is the 6th one. More Bo-Katan. Palpatine's Return. Man, that's just a cool card. Very, very cool card. If you're not making your Super Chase cards some sort of full art like this, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. And it is better, I think it's better in my opinion that it is simpler. Like, there's the one big chase. And it is the same look for all the leaders. Very cool. Very cool. It was a nice hyperspace Mandalorian Warrior, followed by some First Light. Dalaran. One could say you are a reputable hunter of cardboard. Yeah, you're going to get the real deal here, right? Cassian Andor. Cool. Very cool. Choose sides. What you see is what you get. Last pack, Josh. Only one showcase. Only one showcase. Sorry about that. But there we go. So no other legendaries in there. Normal case. Really weird to see, you know, you go through a ton of packs at the end that have, you know, very, very little in it. But there we go. That was the box of the day. I mean, the first 3 boxes were still crazy in a very different way, right? But look at that. That foil pull. This was the first pack, right? Finalizer Poe, same pack. It is a foil Poe. We'll get that one in a little hard case. We don't want him curling any more than he wants to curl now. I will note, like these cards, they do come with a little bit of a decent curl straight out of the pack, unfortunately. A little bit more than I did in set 1, I think. Look at that, though. Very, very cool. Very cool. Congrats, Josh. Yeah, here we go. Normal case, right? It's just a normal case. You normally get 4 Poes in it, 3 crates, and a showcase. It's just the normal deal, right? And of course, Josh had these ones as well. So very, very nice opening for you, Josh. Get this cleaned up. We're going to move on to the next case. I will open it. It's going to be a brand new case, right? Everything comes straight from the case. My goal, so once the supply for Star Wars Unlimited is settled more, so set 3 and hopefully some reprints here for set 2 and set 1, I would love to be able to actually run breaks for people again. Just, I don't want to say all the time, but on a regular schedule, because yeah, breaking this set or this game is fun. It's really fun. So once we can get that set up, we'll start having some more stuff. We'll have some more breaks for people. Again, just doing this one break right now. We'll see if I do another break. I could be convinced, probably by people who ask maybe to do some more, but because I have so little, I do have to open some for the single store, and of course, I'm going to ship out all the other pre-orders we got. Speaking of pre-orders, I think I was supposed to say this a long time ago. I had it written in my notes, which I have hidden now from me. There's a little bit of a delay on the Mandalorian mats. So if you did get a order from me that includes a Mandalorian mat, I do not know exactly when they're gonna get here. Oh my goodness, look at the seal on this box. What is that? What is that seal? It is still, okay, here you go, have some fun. There's the real deal. If you see this in the wild, that doesn't mean it's been tampered with. Oh my goodness, look at that. I don't think I've ever seen a seal that bad. That is funny. Okay, let's just leave that there. Everybody could look at that seal and enjoy it in its glory. Anyways, the Mandalorian playmats are delayed for some reason. I don't know why. So if you got an order from me that has those, I'm going to ship it as soon as I get those, but I don't think I'm going to get those till next week. Hopefully it's next week. Hopefully. And the sleeves, there's been a little bit of delay on the sleeves as well. But the sleeves should be to me this week. And then we can, get all those pre-orders going for people. A little bit later this week. Scott Z here's got two boxes. Everybody here in this next little run here, next case, has 2 boxes. We're going to try and go through them. I always say this. I always say quicker, and then I don't go quicker. We're going to try and go at them through it at a good pace. Now that we've all seen the commons, we've all seen the uncommons. We really want to know how many more showcases we can get and what kind of weird coalition fun we can find with our legendaries. So we're going to start off with a cool hyperspace commission. We also want to see how many cool hyperspace cards we can get, don't we? Let's see here in the chat. What did it say here? Soon we're going to get collector boosters and serialized cards. I hope not. I very, very much hope not. For Star Wars Unlimited, Fennec. I think actually they have a really good setup with their pack layout as is. And I would hope that any time that they would be considering doing that, they would instead spend that time focusing on figuring out how to, Mandalorian armor, get the pack collation to be a little bit more random. and how they can just do some stuff like in maybe improving the card quality a little bit, making those foils come a little bit flatter, and maybe even spend a little bit more on making the cardboard just a little thicker, a little thicker. It's a little thin. There we go there. Oh, box resealing fun. If that was reseal, that would have been the worst reseal I've ever seen. Warbird Stowaway. That's funny. We're counting. There we go. Hoping for showcase number 2. Would love to see showcase number 2. We do have Migs. That is our first Migs, I believe, that we have seen. He's kind of one you're going to recognize. Like, you don't really miss that one as you're going through the packs, but we did a whole case without any. So, you know, as we've said many times before, if you're trying to get a play set of something, boxes might not always be the best way to do it. Kylo Ren. First Kylo Ren we have seen today coming in. We're on case 2, box 1 of case 2, everybody. Oh, I gotta make sure I got space for Kylo. You see him? You can see him now. Glad, Scott, you can be here for the opening. Moment of glory. Very nice. Tolerance says, I wish all the games had 1 piece thickness. I still actually haven't held... You know what that means? It's that guy. I still haven't held any 1 piece cards. So I've heard that it's really good. I gotta check it out. I should check that out at some point. Cool hyperspace there. Dr. Pershing. Very close to looking like Dr. Pershing. Pre-release kits will be a little bit more random. Again, I don't know how they do their... Oh, that's a cool one. I don't know how they do all their randomization. Evacuate again. We've seen quite a few evacuates. But when you only have the 6 packs in them, and my assumption is they get shuffled around maybe a little bit more than boxes do, of course, because they're smaller amounts, you can get to see some more random stuff happening. Probably this is the way. It's cool. That Hunter is back in the hyperspace. You've seen now a couple of that one. Head hunting. Omega. It's fun though. You get a pack and you're like, okay, I kind of want a hyperspace leader and a hyperspace uncommon and a rare. It's just a nice split of how many cards you can actually be excited about getting. It's actually fun collecting the common and uncommon hyperspace cards and the foils. Kind of that four-tier collection awesomeness. Really like that design. That part of pack design and set design, varianted design is very nice. Very nice. Look at that. We got over 100 viewers right now. Visla, and there we go. First hyperspace foil legendary of the day. It is the finalizer. He's laying down the law, finalizing things. Look at the suns in the background. Boom. Very nice. Nice looking card. Those are cool. Those are cool. Ooh, man. Now this one, that would have been cool in foil. That would have been a cool card in foil for sure. Powerful. Ooh. That reserves. I like that one. I kind of like the black and white on that one. And that's how many finalizers have we had? That was our third one? I think it's only our third, isn't it? Only our third. But this one is in the foil. So it's below Mr. Dameron. There's our second chance. Someone earlier, right, was calling Kylo, I think, to come with this one. No, Maul is not a legendary. Maul is just a rare. He feels legendary, though. He feels legendary out of all the people, to me. He feels the most legendary. That's a nice foil wrecker. Very good. A good hit on that one. 4 more packs here in Scott's first box. We got another cool hyperspace foil in the back. Try to not preview it too much. Ooh, there's Maul. There's our rare Maul with the Moisture Farmer. The hyperspace foil that everybody's dreaming of. Getting that Moisture Farmer card. Don't lie here. This one should be in... Get this in the harder case so it doesn't try to curl anymore. Actually showing up okay on the screen. John says he really wants brighter foils. Most of the hyperspace foils are too dark in his opinion. Let me take another look at them here with Django. I mean, so this is not hyperspace, but it feels pretty good to me. I don't know. I mean, in person. I don't know. I think in person I like that level. Now, the finalizer does feel quite dark. Of course, that's because most of the card is dark. But I think I like them as is. I would have to see, you know, that's one of those things you'd have to print out 4 different copies, varying degrees of light, brightness. Andy, this is box number 1 for Scott still. This is the second one right here. This is the last pack of box 1, Reflection. So, Andy, if you are Andy, the Andy that I'm thinking of, you are next after Scott. So, great box 1 here, Scott. Anytime you pull a foil hyperspace legendary, it's a big hit. Very big hit. So, swap this one here with box 2. Oh my goodness, we're really hopping up there. 100 people in the chat. And you know what it says? I just got a little pop-up on the screen. It says, now would be a good time to insert ads. I'm not going to insert that ad for you right now. I'm going to hit close on that. So, instead of giving you an ad, you could just hit like. You could hit like. I would appreciate that if you hit like on the video. Right now we've got 114 people watching, but only like 30-some likes. Only 30-some likes for all those Poe Damerons. Come on. Come on. Of course, the more people who hit like and different things just helps the chaos continue. Helps the chaos continue a little bit. Helps more people find Star Wars content. And if you love Star Wars Unlimited, the more people that see it, the better. More people are going to get into the game, take captive. Again, kind of like I said before, ooh, that is very cool. That's the first time I've seen the armor in hyperspace. You know, the supply issue, it's going to get fixed for this game at some point. What feels like a long time for us, but really is probably not actually going to be that far in the future, if you think about the span of life and all those things. And so, you know, the more people we can get excited about this game, the more fun it's going to be for everyone. Covert Strength. John says, I think the regular hyperspace cards are more readable than the foil versions. I would definitely agree with that. I think in general, non-foil cards are just easier to read than foil ones. MIGs. Okay, so MIGs is in full action. Though I don't, you know, for me, I don't have any problem reading that. Especially because, you know, all the text is in the text box. I think it's pretty clean to me. But that's just my opinion. I have seen some other text boxes that are much more difficult to read. Now here is Kylo Ren, followed by one of my favorite arts for uncommon. Very cool. So we're looking at potentially, Scott, 2 boxes again that are the same in a row. If we figure out how to pull 3 boxes again in a row that are all exactly the same, it's gonna be such a weird day. Look at that Craig and Gore though. That's a cool one. Very cool. Did I say only 4? No, I didn't say 4. Yeah, so 4 legendaries in that first box. Definitely not an only. That's pretty average, getting 4. You know, assuming you got one that is not the normal one. Your average is 3. The average of non-foil legendaries is 3. That's what you should get on average. Plus any bonus ones you get for hyperspace, foil, hyperspace foil, all that jazz. So getting 5 to 7 is pretty high. I see, Josh, what you're saying. Readable as in looking at the art. I was looking at the text box. And I was like, well, I think I could read it. Evacuate. There we go. Yep. We're going right for a duplication of the previous box. No, we have, of course, not seen any duplication in the super rare level ones. Jetpack. And it's tricky. Look at that cool cob. It is tricky once you add foiling on top of cards, making the colors and lighting work as well as the non-foil versions. Oh my goodness. Okay, Scott, we almost threw that. Oh my goodness. Scott, Boba Fett in, oh my goodness. Come on. Scott! Whoa, you don't care if the legendaries are the same, do you now? Okay, so we got a sleeve on the bottom here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at that. 2 showcases, 2 boxes. Whoa, it's a good one. That is a good one that you want to get. Oh my goodness. Whoa, whoa. Okay. I was going to say this with the last one, but little PSA out there. 1, don't try and throw the cards. But 2, if you get a cool card like this in your pack, if you get a cool card like this Boba Fett here, please, if you're going to try and sell it, please don't hold it like this in your picture, unsleeved, and say, hey, I got this cool card, right? Please don't do that with these big fancy cards. Please just don't rub your finger all over the front of it. Just, if you have to hold it like this, make sure it's in the sleeve first. Otherwise, you see, fingers, they go around the card. Keep that. Anyways, I'm just going to throw that out there. I've seen a few where it's like, oh, I'd like that big fancy card, but I don't want a big fingerprint on the front of it. Please. Very, very, very nice, Scott. Nothing else matters. Everything else at this point is big bonus for you. Like a little bonus foil chrysanthemum. Okay, I was not expecting to get 2 today. I was not expecting to get 2. Ooh. Very cool. I'm still just like, my mind is processing. It's processing seeing 2 of them in the same video. Because it has been quite rare for us. I did one video way back If you want to know how bad it can be, where I opened 36 boxes in a row with 0 showcases back in set 1. So we managed to do 36, go 36-0, and that was really tricky. This is box number 8 today, and we've had, I think it's been some interesting openings today, altering the deal. So worth going back, seeing some of the other ones. This is box number 8 here on case 2. Second chance again. Right, that's the same suite. Same suite we had in the box right before it, right? Kylo, Evacuate, Second Chance. They came in the same order as well. That's what's also, that's interesting to me too. It's not just that it's the same 3, but it's the exact same order. You know, because I'm opening the packs in the same direction for each one. At least I think I am. Most of the time I go in the same order. It doesn't mean, of course, they're in the same pack within each box. Like the same, like you count the packs and find it. That's not going to work. Maul as well with the Village Protectors. You know, I get the vibe that they're not going to protect that village real well. I'm not seeing it. I don't know. They've got shield somehow. I guess the sticks are shields against. Look at that. Yeah. I don't know how they're going to protect that village. We got people out here with lasers, and then our village protectors have sticks. Django, what's going on? What's going on? That's a cool one. Now I feel like, though, maybe I shouldn't do any singles. Maybe I opened all the good stuff already. There's not going to be anything left good for a single store. Wow. Don't worry. There will be some singles on TCG Player. There will be some singles from me. I expect this time around, actually, there's going to be way more Evidence of the Crime. Way more singles sellers on TCG Player. For set 1, like nobody was ready. I started doing singles at the beginning of set 1, you know, release weekend. And it was me and very, very few other sellers who actually had like play sets of cards. And then, you know, like this time around, like now when I look at it, you know, for set 1 cards, you can see there are a ton of listings, right? If you want to go to Darth Vader now, Luke Skywalker, Boba Fett, all the stuff from first set, there's a ton of listings. That was not the case. Even prior to, you know, running out of distribution, running out of cards at distribution, it was very, very much like, okay, there are 3 of us selling now, or 4 of us left on this card. It was wild. I don't think it's going to be like that this time around. I think there are going to be a lot of places, at the start at least, who've got plenty of cards. So it's not going to be difficult to find cards. Some of them you see right now, they got very few listings. It's going to pop up a good amount. It should. So we did 2 boxes here for Scott. Both boxes had the exact same legendaries, which means we are on track for what we got in the first case, where the first 3 cases had the same legendaries. Here the first 3 boxes had the same legendaries. Here the first 2 do. So we are on track for that. Of course, Scott did get some bonus fun, though. He got some bonus fun in the non-normal, non-foil legendary slots. So congrats again, Scott. Thanks for grabbing a box break. If you are interested in future box breaks, again, I don't have any more available at the moment, but you can put my website down, keep track of that for the next set or when we get restocks, different things. Because Yeah, we will have more in the future. There we go. Can't believe they comboed Crate. I should probably get Andy's name on here first. They comboed Crate and Poe collation-wise. Yeah, I mean, my assumption is they don't actually try to do that, so I guess the initial result was random. Made by the Community says Scott has to play Boba Fett as his leader now. I agree. Scott, you have no other choice. You must play Boba Fett. Andy, best of luck to you. If there's anything you're hoping to get, let us know. Obviously, of course, we want to see if we can find another showcase. If we can get a double showcase case. We're looking for that. And we're looking for just a different collation of legendaries. Here is our first regular Rey. First regular Rey. So who knows what comes with Rey? I don't know because we haven't opened it yet. It's the first one. We haven't seen Kylo's ship. I have not seen any of those today as well. Trying to think of what else have we not seen in the legendary slot. Is there anything else we haven't seen in the legendary slot? Cool Bosk. Cool Gray Squadron. Y-Wing. Palpatine's... Cassian. You're looking good, Cassian. There you go. Rey Showcase is the most wanted. There you go, Andy. Let's see if we can find a Rey for you. It will be tricky. It will be tricky. Oh, yes. We didn't open a DJ either. That's correct. We have not seen any DJs yet today. Oof. But that is a very cool IG-11. Look at that. Hold on. Get that closer there for you guys. Very nice hyperspace. Got a final showdown prediction. Give into your anger. Rare. Rare. And common. Oh, thought we might get the triple rare pack. Cassian. Ooh, look at that one. Lurking TIE Phantom. And there's Kylo's TIE Silencer, followed by a foil choose side. So that's a nice pack. I like that pack. So DJ, huh? DJ should be the next one. Let us find out. Let us find out. What can we do? Moisture farmers. Lots of hyperspace moisture farmers today. This is Andy's first box. That's, that is Rey. That is not a showcase for you, unfortunately, Andy, but, that's as close as you get, right, without hitting the mark. Adventure. Ooh, look at that one. Cool. Mystic Reflection always looks good, followed by, ooh, man. Probably the most fun common cards to collect are these hyperspace ones. And I love that it's foil and non-foil because, a lot of people don't like the foiling. And a lot of people love the foiling. That cool first light. And the non-foils are especially great for deck building. If you don't want to have any curl at all ever in your deck, it is nice to have that non-foil version, but you still feel like it's not you feel like it, you are upgrading your deck. You're blinging it out in a way. I love that Star Wars has that option. I don't know. Are there any other games where they have that? I mean, I know some of them, right? So you're going to get curl like even immediately, unfortunately, on some of those. Are there any other games where they have a non-foil variant for every card, common, uncommon, rare, etc.? And it's not some, and it's the same variant as all the other ones. It's not something from a secret layer. It's not something from a strange list that only some of the cards get. Like, you can get it for everyone. Yeah, very cool. We got two of those next to each other. Oh, Rule with Respect. Who called Rule with Respect? I don't think I heard anybody say that one. I forgot about you. I forgot about you, but look at these. Like, these are cool. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, the art feels a little lighter, brighter. It just depends on how you look at it, the non-foil. The foil, man, if you put that in the right lighting, the fire, the blast, they light up real well. But yeah, some of the darker parts are not quite as visible. So we got our 3 regular legendaries. We might be able to find, ooh, I like this one, Tech. Oh, with Migs. Migs, more excited about Tech than Migs. Now, we might be able to find a Hyperspace legendary, or maybe a 3rd one. Ooh. Anytime you get one of these, you know, one every couple boxes. Very cool. Very cool. Those rares. Unrefusable offer followed by a foil Kylo's TIE Silencer. Look at that, 2/3 of the way towards your playset. Look at that. Andy snuck out that 4th legendary. Very cool. Oh, look at that Chrysanthemum. That's a cool one. Followed by Mr. Doctor and a price on your head. Yeah, Josh, I think it's definitely probably because of the blanket foil treatment. It is, as far as I can tell, not a foil treatment that is, you know, done specifically to each card. At least not, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of the blanket foiling over the top, which works sometimes better than others. Andy, that is your first box. So not bad getting those double silencers. We're going to try here on box 2 to see if we can find you the big one you want. Ms. Rey Showcase. So I'll move that on the side to show we are starting a new box. And we get double showpiece. Ah! Long stream though. Oh man, you guys got to stretch. If you're watching, if you've been here since the beginning, stand up, stretch a little bit, move around. First Light is back in town. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Hyperspace yet. That one's pretty bright. Rey Village. Kylo's TIE Silencer again. The foil Imprisoned. Okay. So it was not in the same order though. We had Rey first in the last one. But there has been a lot of duplication within 2 boxes being right next to each other. It is one thing, choose sides, to have, you know, duplication in general. It is another thing for it to be frequently two boxes that are touching. But again, that means, like I said in our set one, if you see Vader in a box, doesn't mean he's not in the next one. Poe and Crate. They have not made any debuts in this case yet. Though we still got 3 more boxes. We're only halfway. Street Gang. Pazine. Andy, you saying you got Kylo's Time Silencer coming out of your ears? You got so many. Jabba Top. Rose. Cool. With a Wrecker. That's a good pack. Foundling. General. Village. Gauntlet. Ooh, look at that. No bargains. So that one is dark feeling. Yeah. I remember, were there cards in the first set that dark? Just in general, where it's almost mostly black and white? Doctor. We've seen so many. Dr. Pershing. Tobias. Look at that. Triple rare pack. 2 hyperspaces. One of them is foil. Give in to your anger. Give in to it. Doing aggression here. Aggression and villainy. There's DJ. People were calling DJ in the last one. Foil Palpatine's return. So that's our first DJ of the day. Chrysanthemum. Oh, I don't know why I'm pulling him out. He's just an uncommon. Feels like a rare, right? Feels like a rare when you open it, that one. Mason says the art seems a lot better. Not too cartoonish. Oh, what happened here? Why? Okay, we got some upside down shenanigans here at the start. See here, Ketsu. I'll get back to that comment in a second. Bo-Katan. Armor. I still feel like the art has a bit too much of a spread. A little bit too much of a spread in the art direction. I think Miggs, okay, we're going to do some weird upside down stuff here, but Miggs Mayfield is an example of that, where it just feels a little bit too far. For me, it just feels too different from some of the other cards. Maul. And so some of it just doesn't look quite right next to each other. Okay, we're going to do, I don't know why. So there you can tell those cards come from a different place than these cards do here. Probably. Final Showdown. First Final Showdown. So there's your legendaries so far, Andy. Josh says, El just got a case in set 1 that had 3 rares per pack. Nice. Ooh, yeah, Lando. Lando's looking good. 3 rares per pack would be fun. It would definitely be fun for drafting. Makes for a unique experience, that's for sure. Janko with Public Enemy. Now, I don't know what goes on at the sorting machine that flips the cards in the wrong direction. I don't know. One simply does not know. Swoop down. Would love to take a tour at one of those printing places sometime, just to see, you know, watch things move around. They wouldn't have to tell me, you know, all the secrets, but just want to see the machines how they're sorting stuff, how stuff gets kind of magically sorted into these packs. It wasn't the whole box. We got a couple packs in before it started doing its funny shenanigans, and that guy is in foil. That's our first foil of that guy. See, this one for me is a bit too in the cartoonish side. But that is my opinion. Not enough of a thing that I wouldn't enjoy the rest of it. We got Ray again here, this time in foil. Look at that. So we've hit 3 different Rays. We hit the non-foil, the foil, and the hyperspace version. Question in the chat from Mason. How do the foils look? I like the foils. I think they look good. I think they look really good. Oh man, look at Kylo. Kylo Ren, hyperspace, legendary. Okay, Andy. We're picking it up here. I bet you were thinking there, Andy, oh, I'm done. After that final showdown, I'm done. But no, 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 no. Ray foil, Kylo Ren hyperspace. They're coming in the same box. They're coming from the same box. Evidence of the crime. Yeah, I like the foiling. I like the foiling. Though, of course, I prefer the hyperspace ones. We got 2 more packs. The second to last pack for you, Andy. Ooh, Toro. I like that one. Rule with respect. Okay, look at that. We snuck out another legendary. We haven't had any 2 legendary boxes today, though we have had a few with 4. Is this our 3rd or 4th one with 4? That's pretty awesome. You can't give up hope. Can't give up hope, Andy. Not bad. Not bad at all. Look at that. So that's 6 legendaries in that box. That might be our most legendaries in a box today. Your previous one had 4. So you got a lot. You got to do something with Kylo. I feel like you got to play Kylo. Very nice. No, 6 Ls is very good, especially when you're getting them on release. Very nice. Awesome, Andy. Thanks for grabbing some case or box breaks. I didn't offer any case breaks because it didn't have enough cards. I look forward to the day when we can just do case breaks. It'll come. It will come, my friends. Okay. So we got one more. Justin, last one. We've still, I was going to say we've only hit 2 showcases. What do you mean only 2? But it does not mean that there are no showcases left, and we have not seen Poe in a long time, or the Crate Dragon. So, Justin, we're going to see. We are going to see. This one, it's like a satchel handle. That means it's good luck, right, Justin? I mean, what? I don't know what's going on with this. Like, they say, right? Sometimes they say like the damaged box or something has the big fancy stuff. I'm going with the janky pack here is going to have something. Could be showcase 3. Could be showcase number 3. Best of luck to you, Justin. Thanks again for grabbing some box breaks here. Privateer first pack is a Darksaber. So there we go. We're all done, folks. Here, all done. Very nice. Very nice first hit. The Dark Saber is in. Oh my goodness. Doctor, our second foil Poe Dameron of the day. People ask about foils, like, this foil looks good. I like this one a lot. Looks very, very good. So we're going to get him in there. Keep him looking very good. Justin did not want to waste any time thinking about it. He was like, let's go. Let's get some stuff rolling. Let's just make the magic happen. So, question in the chat, how do you get one of these boxes from me? I am sold out at the moment of box breaks, so I can't get any more. When future ones become available, they will be available at my website, mastersetmadness.com. I sell all sorts of Star Wars Unlimited products, so we sell boxes, pre-release kits, starters, all the fun. Sleeves, deck boxes, we've got the whole shebang over there. So if you're looking for something, you can check that out over there. I would open pre-release boxes for people, because they are a bit expensive right now. So totally understand if people don't want to do that, but I could do openings with those if somebody wanted to order a couple. Dryden Voss with a foil Echo. Okay, cool. So I can do that. Otherwise, I will try and announce here if I do have any more box breaks available. The problem is if I do that, or when I do that, you know, they're going to go super quick if I put it in any sort of video or piece of content where people can, people are going to watch it actually and see it take captive. Those are cool. I'm sorry, I've said it's cool like, I don't know how many 150 times in this video, but that's because looking at the cards is so fun. It's so nice. They do look really, really nice. And you just kind of run out of adjectives for them. Anyways, if you are really excited about doing a break as opposed to just getting a box, you can always send me an email at mastersetmadness@gmail.com. I could try and put you on a list of people who want to get one. Though, again, the way with shortages right now and prices, it's a little wild. I want to be careful. Part of the thing with being careful of why I didn't have a million things at MSRP is I was nervous about, you know, there's a lot of people who just want to buy it and then immediately try and flip it or buy it all out and then push the price up super crazy on the boxes. So I was trying to avoid that, which is why I didn't make any big announcements about these. It's kind of more if you were around in the first set and paying attention, you saw it and you went and grabbed one. Look at that cool fin. So yeah, it's at the point right now where I can't make any listings of, you know, MSRP stuff without the risk of it just getting grabbed and flipped immediately by people. So I kind of have to go with a little bit more of closer to market prices on stuff. And at this point, again, I don't know exactly how singles are going to shake out, but singles might be, I mean, yeah, they're valuable. Let's put it that way. Singles are very valuable. If the excitement for singles in this set is like set 1, then even buying a box at a higher price is not going to be a bad deal for what you get on average in your singles. So throw that out there, you know, it is, you know, it's an interesting situation. Interesting situation. I wish I had enough where I felt like I could do as many box breaks as I wanted, and I could do as many singles as well as I wanted. Because I know some people want to do one way, Some people want to do it the other way. But with single prices so high, it's tough to sell a bunch, you know, for $50, $60, $70, $80 less per box than what you get opening it. And of course, that only works if you have the right systems in place for how to sell stuff. That is not a suggestion that people should try and run and do that, because it can go poorly if you don't open enough and if you don't have quite the right system in place to make it go. That cool Val, followed by the Mandalorian. There we go. I feel like this was the box we had before, right? With Mando. Do we have Mando Darksaber and Dryden? I can't remember. Josh says he wants to see the new yellow Imperial ship in hyperspace foil. I would like to see that one too. Andy says no dud boxes so far. Pretty insane. Yep. Definitely true. And again, because these ones were purchased at MSRP, it really helps, right? When the boxes go up in value. Like I think at this point, if you can get a box at MSRP from your local store, like, I mean, the chance of you getting a really dud box are pretty low. They're pretty low. Even if you don't get the best legendaries in it, like, if you want to actually calculate the value in these, you have to go down to the rare level. You have to go down to all these hyperspace variants and different cards that you get in there. And it adds up. It adds up quite a bit. I mean, when I was opening, and again, you know, what the value is really depends on how you would move it anyways, or how you sell the cards. When I was opening Spark of Rebellion, I mean, I was doing singles back, you know, when boxes were selling for $90, $95 on TCG Player. And at the time, so back then, the original beginning, I think we have a really cool card in the back, though. Let me pause. Let's see how cool this card is in the back. It's Cobb Vanth. Oh, my goodness. I was right, Justin. We have a very cool card in the back. Kylo Ren, Hyperspace, Legendary foil. Oh, man. People have talked about the light, all the sparks. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'll try and get it up there and not shake it too much while I move it. Oof, oof, oof. Why not pull that just at the end of the box, Justin? Justin, you leveled up the box. One more pack, then we'll talk about single prices. Gar. Since you guys are here, ooh, Deathmark. Since you guys are here at the end, we'll talk some single prices. Ketsu Anyo. We'll save it for those who have stuck around, right? Most people won't make it to this point in the video. Most people won't hear my random conversation on singles prices. Give a little bit of a story time. Story time with single prices in Spark of the Rebellion and how Shadows of the Galaxy may or may not follow similar, well, it won't follow the same path because it's already past that. But we'll see how it correlates. So anyways, Justin, we're going to try here in box 2. It's going to be tough to beat box 1. Tough to beat box 1, but there's a chance. Anyway, so singles back in Spark of Rebellion. I jumped in way early. So I was selling, I had ordered product of everything prior to the release, everything, all that jazz. So at the very beginning, I think this is probably true for most people who are selling then. At the beginning, remember, there wasn't a whole lot of excitement. There wasn't a lot of people talking about how excited they were to get the game. I had all the products on my website, and they just were like, they were just barely trickling out, So it's like, okay, we're going to move to singles. We're going to try some singles. And the singles I posted, just like the first batch of singles was like, boom, gone. Almost everything from it. It wasn't like, oh, just Darth Vader selling. It's like every single card in this is moving. And so then I started paying some more attention, right? Paying way more attention to the singles market. Again, boxes early on, people were selling them for 90 bucks on TCG Player. They were afraid, just trying to move them in, you know, at that price. I mean, they were just making like nothing, or like $3 or $4, which I didn't get that. I was like, I'm not doing that. But if they had done a little bit of the checking and were willing to do a little bit of the work for pulling out the singles, like even at the beginning, it was pretty easy to get 120 to 130 in singles value per box. And so when you're looking at that, it's like, well, do you compete with people at 90 to 95 a box, or should you go for 120 to 130? Went for the singles route. And even before the box prices started to move up, I was, you know, again, working with singles every single day at that point. Crate Dragon, oh my goodness. We didn't have any cool Crate Dragons at that point. Rich reward. Okay, so we're hoping for Poe as well. These two cases were ridiculous. Ridiculous cases here. If you're just coming in, these are ridiculous. You gotta watch the whole case. Anyways, even before the prices moved up much on boxes, singles were getting up to like 140 per box, 140. And then, you know, once, like they just kept moving with the price of a box. So once the price of a box hit, you know, 120, it wasn't that hard to get 150 to 160 in singles selling on TCG Player. Again, this is very early on. There were not a lot of sellers. And there were definitely not a lot of people who had play sets of anything. So I was able to keep play sets up and moving and get good prices on it and move everything. And so, you know, even then I watched, you know, when boxes got up to 150, it's like, okay, now we're hitting $200 in singles per box. And again, they were all moving. And it, you know, and as I say that, this was you doing everything, right? So you're making play sets of commons and uncommons. You're doing play sets of hyperspace. So it's like you're doing everything, okay? So this is, again, if you're willing to really do the work, Final Showdown. And so it's like, well, I'm not going to sell a box even at 150 if I can get 200 in singles on it. And even up to when they're like 220 a box, I was looking at some single values where you could, again, if you had the right things in place, where you could get up to 250 to 270 in single value. Now, it is not the case anymore with that. That has come back down a good amount, you know, as people have kind of gotten pretty much everything they wanted from set one, or most of what they want, the most important things they wanted. Prices have come down, way more sellers, way more people have been moving into it. But what was interesting is just how much the spread was between the singles and the sealed product was the best, you know, spread that I had seen in any game. Now, of course, it's set one, where not a lot of people were ready to go for it. You know, it's kind of like that. Pretty wild. Justin there just started seeing your box open. Can't believe back-to-back Elsa start. There you go. Yep, and the chat's got you excited. I'm hoping for some more, Justin, for you. But anyway, so that's kind of coming here with Spark of the Rebellion. I don't know how much singles are going to drop on release. Some of them are definitely going to drop. The big, super big, high-end legendary ones are going to drop the most, at least at the start, probably. But even like in set one, they took a long time to drop because you don't get that many of them. But they probably will drop. In the legendaries, some of them are going to move down, but it really depends on how many people just hang on to stuff and don't move things. But I wouldn't be surprised if the single market has a similar movement with the first set, where the singles are always worth a decent amount more than a box. Always, you know, for this initial kind of first few weeks. even with a bunch of people opening stuff. Finalizer, that is not Poe, but it is nice to see Finalizer come back. And so, you know, all that to say, it's like, you know, as I'm thinking about what to do with, you know, some of the boxes that I still have left, it makes selling singles look really appealing. Really appealing. Especially when there's a lot of people out there who, they're just having a hard time having fun, right? This is supposed to be fun. Opening cards, everything about this should just be fun. We're playing with paper, my friends, right? Endless Legions. We are playing with paper cards. We shouldn't take too much of this too seriously. We just have a good time. Not everybody's having as easy of a time of doing that for, you know, for different reasons. And yeah, you know, it's, some people can't also see that. They don't see that the singles actually cost that much more than buying the sealed product. Again, don't know how long that's going to last, Supreme Leader Snoke. But a lot of people, you know, just couldn't see that even paying, you know, I remember I made a video at one point was like, you know, first set, Spark of Rebellion, anything under $150 was a good deal. Good deal to buy. And I said that back when there was still some boxes in the 120, 130, 115 range. But some people still, it's just they see the numbers not 120. It's not below 100. It means it's automatically bad, automatically a bad deal. And it's like, well, you know, if you're going to pay 150 for a box that's going to give you 190 in singles on average. Not every box gets there. And of course, you know, showcases, the showcase box is going to be the one that pulls a decent chunk out of it. But even then, you know, in 12 boxes, your showcase on average is, your EV is going to be somewhere between, what, $20 to $40 of the EV. So when you have the chance to get it, and even if you don't, it doesn't mean that you're like, well, I got a negative box. Makes looking like buying boxes not being too bad. But 2 more packs here. The big caveat, of course, is it's set 2. Set 2 is, you know, not everybody's going to want to buy every single card like they did in set 1. And, you know, again, we're going to get a reprint at some point here. It's Maul. I don't think it's going to be as long as, you know, people have had to wait for the first set. So you got to be careful. Don't try and be the hero out there who's trying to like win the market. Do not try and be the hero who's out there who's going to try and, I'm going to put him all over here because he's awesome. I'll put him down here because he's awesome. Don't go out there and be like, I'm going to get all the $150 boxes and I'm going to rule, like, risk and reward, right? Risk and reward. There's a lot of risk if you're going to try and win everything like that at this point, at least in my opinion. We got an upside down card in the back. And what does that mean? Last pack here for Justin. Let me know if you got any other questions in the chat. Again, we're just doing these 2 cases today. You can always check out masters@madness.com if you need any other Star Wars stuff. And if you want to, well, Ruthlessness. Oh, it's an upside down common foil Heroic Renegade. I do suggest subscribing to the channel if you want to be around the next time we do have box breaks going or happening. Probably the only way you're going to hear about it is from being subscribed or by sending me an email that says, hey, I'd like to get a box at some point. Again, long-term goal is that we have this just, you know, as many people who want to get box breaks, we can do them. That is a long-term goal. Amazing box here, Justin. And to end as well. Look at this. Crate Dragon, Finalizer Leader, Hyperspace, Foil. So you got the full gamut there. Foil Maul, the one before. Look at this. Very, very cool. Very cool. We're going to do some more Star Wars content on the channel as well. It's not going to be just box breaks forever, right? We'll have some different things on the channel as well. Some different ways to have some fun. And, you know, let's just have fun. Let's just enjoy the game. That's the truth about Star Wars Unlimited opening boxes. You saw it here from 2 cases. If you're just hopping in and you didn't see everything before, you should check that out. The first 3, I don't know what was going on, but it was good. I still don't know how or why that happened, but I still like it. That was pretty weird. One of the weirdest case openings I have ever done. But yeah, I don't know. Truth from this is that it's fun. It is fun opening Star Wars Unlimited. It is not a, like, you know, you can get boxes again at MSRP at your store. You should probably do it. Support your store. And if you can't, you know, you can check out places, online sellers who have to do things a little bit differently from them. And, you know, send me a message again if you need something. If you're somebody who's totally brand new to the game and you want to get a starter deck, and you want a couple sleeves, and you want a play mat, and then you want, you know, pre-release kit or some other boxes or a box or something just to get you started, and you actually are a new person, if you are a new player and you're like, I just can't find anything anywhere, send me an email. We'll see what we can do. See if we can help you out with that. Anyway, super fun. Glad you guys made it. Over 100 people watching a lot of the time. So I'm excited for more Star Wars. Hope you guys are too. We'll be back soon with some other box breaks, talking about some other things. As always, if you need anything, let me know. And peace out. We'll see you soon.